Hello and welcome to this ICT lesson. Today I want to show you how you can analyze your business information or data so that you can know whether you are making a profit or a loss. And here I have a small sample of a bookshop which is selling a couple of things like pens, exercise books, and I want to show you how you can organize information which you get from your business operations in MS Excel so that by the end of the day you are able to calculate how the business is moving, whether you are really making a profit or you are just getting losses and you should close down. Here I have the title profit report because at the end of the day, I will want to know the total amount of profit I will have made in this particular month. This data which is provided here is related to the activities I was able to do in the month of October. So in the month of October, I was able to buy these quantities of items. I bought 100 pens and I have already sold all of them. I bought 34 book covering sheets and I have already sold all of them. So I just want to know how much money I made by doing these sales for the month of October. So the first thing I want to do is to squeeze this table so that it doesn't occupy a lot of space across the sheet. So once I have clicked like that, you will see it is active. If I click again, it is unselected, so it means it is not active. So I'm going to select and make it active by clicking up there. Then I can now squeeze this border like this and come here and expand downwards so that one word is on top of the other. I can even click it and align it to the left like that and put a bit of space just like that. This word is okay. I think this one is okay. This one is longer, so I can wrap it and squeeze it like this, then be able to format it maybe like that, so so that these columns don't take much of my space. Even this one for profit or loss, I can wrap text and squeeze it until everything looks perfect, then be able to format it to the left. For the quantity, this one, it is one word, so I can just squeeze it like this. Okay, this one I can make it bold. Now at least my table is not very wide. So the first thing to do, of course, is to do this. In the month of October, as I said, I bought 100 pens and sold all of them. Same to exercise books, English textbooks, until pencils. These are all the items which I bought, brought to the shop, sold all of them in the month of October. Now, if I want to know the total amount of money I spent buying these things, I will be finding purchases. By purchases, we mean the amount of money you spent to buy things to bring to your shop, the total amount of money. And by the end of the day, I will want to know my total amount down here and the total amount for each item. And to calculate my purchases, I will take the quantity I bought and multiply by the price I got them from the supplier. The supplier is somebody who is supplying things to me, or somebody who is selling to me to bring to my shop. That person is called a supplier. I will just come here, start my formula, take the quantity which I bought from the supplier, then multiply with the star, then I will multiply by what? The price at which I bought them, or the buying price. So I spent 1,000 shillings to buy 100 pens, and each of them was 10 shillings. I will do the same here for the exercise books. I will just take the quantity I bought, multiply by the price I got them from the supplier, which is 1,000. I can now click the previous answer, point to this corner, and grab my formula handle. This small box is called formula handle, and drag it down. So the figures I have here are different amounts for purchases I made, and to get the total here for the purchases, I will just put equal sign, then I will write the word sum. This is a function, we call it a function to help us do the totaling of all this. So I will double click the word sum and select all the figures to be added together, and I will press enter on the keyboard. So this is the total amount I spent to buy things in the month of October. I will go ahead now and calculate sales. By sales I mean the amount of money I received when I was selling these items. Whatever the customer was giving me and I am collecting is what we call sales, and it is money. So for example here, I had 100 pens and I was selling them to my customer at 15 shillings. To get the amount I received from pens, I will simply take my quantity of pens, multiply by the price of one pen at which I was selling, and press enter. Same to the A4 exercise books. If I want to know the amount of money I received after selling them, I will take the quantity which I sold, multiply by the price or the selling price at which I was selling this exercise book, then I will be able to get my sales. I will come to the previous answer and just point to the formula handle and drag down. So this is the amount I received after selling all these items. For example, marker pen, I received 1,650. Now I want to know the total amount after selling everything down here. To do that, use the sum function and double click it, then just select like this and press enter. So here you can see I received 9,965 after selling all these items in the month of October. Now it is important to know whether I am making a profit or a loss, and to know whether you are making a profit or no loss, you have to take the amount you received from one item, minus the amount you spent buying those items that you sold. So I will come here, put equal sign, take my sales. For pens, I received 1,500 minus I bought this 100 pens with 1,000 shillings. So I press enter here. So I made a profit of 500 shillings on top of what I spent to buy the pens. Coming down here, For the A4 exercise books, I will simply start my formula, pick my sales. This is the total amount I received from customers after selling 50 exercise books, minus the purchases, which is the amount I spent to buy these 50 exercise books from the supplier. So I will simply click purchases and press enter. I have made a profit of 500 shillings. I can go ahead and pull down this formula like that. Now can you take notice of these two cells? 2 or 3, I think so. Look at them. You will see there is a minus in front of the number. So it means these are the losses I made. I made losses for these products. The ones without minuses are profit, and they are okay. And you can see here the buying price for eraser was 15 shillings, but I ended up selling them at 10 shillings, and that is the reason I made a loss. And the ones for sellotape, I bought one sellotape at 20, but I sold them at 17 shillings. And finally, you see, I got a loss for this product. Now, let me do the total of this so that I know the total will be either a profit or a loss. To do total here, you can as well click this amount here, or the cell with this amount, and drag like this to the right. That is one method of calculating a total for the adjacent columns. Alternatively, I can still come here, delete this, and put equal sign. Then I do my sum, double click, and select all of them, and press enter. So you can see the final profit I made here. It is not a -1, or it is not minus or a -1. So the final report shows that I made a profit, because this number is not a minus number or a negative number. The total amount I sold, it is there, and the total amount I spent to buy these things I was selling, it is there. Now I know that I made a profit after selling all these things, and that profit was 1,473. Excellent work. Please go ahead and try this analysis. You do it at home and see if you will be able to know whether you are making a profit or a loss for your business. Thank you for participating. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.